If your life feels like one giant chaotic to-do list right now, I want you to step away from the noise. You deserve to experience a summer that actually feels peaceful, intentional, and entirely yours. So stay tuned because this is the Better You Show. Welcome back. We're just days away from the summer solstice, the longest day of the year. And if you're like most of the women that I speak to every single day, you're not exactly entering this season feeling spacious, relaxed, and sun kissed. Instead, you're surrounded by chaos. The seasons are changing, routines are shifting, the kids are transitioning schedules, and you've been moving so fast, managing everyone else's world, that you are essentially running on autopilot. If you aren't careful, the next 3 months will fly by in a blur of logistics, obligations, in pure exhaustion. You'll wake up in September wondering where the summer went and why you feel even more drained than you did in June. But it doesn't have to be that way. Today, we're actively pausing the chaos. We're doing a low friction summer reset. And I want to walk you through a 3-part filtering process to help you step off the treadmill, take a breath, and intentionally design a season that actually feeds your soul. Put down whatever you're doing just for a second. Seriously, if you're multitasking while listening to this, just pause, let your shoulders drop, and take a breath. I want to give you a massive permission slip right now. You do not need to check out of your life, quit your job, or shirk your responsibilities to have a good summer. But you do have to stop letting the noise dictate your days. You are allowed to protect your peace. You are allowed to say no to things that drain you. Take that breath again. And let's decide together right now that this season is going to feel entirely different. If you scroll through your feeds right now, the personal growth industry is flooded with influencers pushing the latest productivity hack, a rigid fitness challenge, or a massive lifestyle formula. They tell you that in order to have a successful summer, you need a strict 10-step morning routine or a picture perfect overhaul. That's not exactly true. But here's my deep conviction, and it's the foundation of everything that we do. There's no such thing as a one-size-fits-all solution for a human being. When you try to force your busy, beautifully nuanced real life into someone else's rigid framework, it creates more chaos, not less. You end up feeling overwhelmed, and then you blame yourself. You think, oh, I guess I just don't have the discipline. But the truth is, there's nothing wrong with you. The solution just wasn't built for your life. Real lasting growth doesn't come from fitting your life into a trend. It comes from customizing the solution to you. So let's step out of the chaos together and let's look at the 3 layers of a real, authentic summer reset. Filter number 1. How do you actually want to feel? Most people start a reset by making a list of things that they want to do with action items. But action without alignment just leads to burnout. I want you to flip the script. Before you write down a single plan for July or August, I want you to ask yourself one question. This is probably the most important question. How do I actually want to feel this summer? Close your eyes for just a second and think about it. Do you want it to feel spacious? Do you want it to feel vibrant? Do you want it to feel grounded, connected, or maybe light? Whatever that word is, whatever that feeling is, put it on a sticky note on your mirror. That single word is your North Star for this season. If a commitment, an event, or an obligation comes your way this summer and it directly violates that feeling, it's a sign that it doesn't belong on your calendar. You have to identify the feeling first, because if you don't define your emotional destination, the chaos of everyone else's demands, they're going to choose that path for you. So choose it intentionally. Filter number 2, the action audit. Once you have your word, your feeling, we look at the actions and we don't guess. We look at real data. Sometime today, I want you to open your phone and scroll through your camera roll from the last 6 months. Don't look at the curated, staged photos. Look at the candid, real moments where you remember feeling a genuine sense of peace, joy, or ease. Maybe you're a calendar girly. And you can take a look at your diary or your calendar and see where that might have come in. Or maybe you write a journal every night. Flip back and see, where did you feel that feeling? Who were you with? What were you doing? Was it sitting on the back deck in complete silence for 20 minutes before the house woke up? Maybe it was a specific patio dinner with a friend who makes you laugh so hard that your stomach hurts. Was it a solo walk through the woods on a Tuesday afternoon? That's your data. Pay attention to it, because the wellness industry will try to sell you an expensive version of what should make you happy. But your camera roll tells you what actually does. If your word from filter number 1 was spacious and your camera roll shows you that you felt best when you had an unhurried morning, then your action item for this summer is not sign up for a hectic morning boot camp. It's to actively block out a few mornings every week where nothing is scheduled. Protect the actions that actually create the feeling that you're chasing. Filter number 3, designing your support ecosystem. Now, here's where most resets fall apart. We figure out how we want to feel. We pinpoint the activities that get us there, and then we try to implement it all completely alone. We think we can just use sheer willpower to protect our peace against the tide of the daily chaos. But humans aren't meant to thrive in isolation. We need an ecosystem. Think about the people in your life right now, your friends, your family, your inner circle. If you look closely, you'll realize that different people bring out entirely different characteristics in you. Think of it like a beautiful landscape. Some people in your life are like the sun. They bring high energy, inspiration, and push you to perform. Others are like the deep roots of a tree. They ground you. They offer camaraderie and safe spaces, absolute calm. And some, well, they're like a clear river. They reflect your truth back to you, and then they keep you accountable and help you see yourself clearly. To implement the summer that you actually want, you have to look at your environment and ask, what characteristics of support do I really need right now to thrive? If you chose the word grounded, for example, for your summer, but your entire social circle right now is operating at a chaotic, high intensity pace, you're going to constantly feel pulled back into the blender. You might love them dearly, but they aren't the specific support system that can help you sustain that peace right now. You might need to look for a mentor, a peer, or a guide whose natural state is that exact calm, self assured energy that you're trying to cultivate. Again, it really depends on what it is that you're looking for, and you need to surround yourself with that kind of energy. Look at your goals for your health, your performance, or your relationships this season. Don't just ask what you need to do. Ask who needs to be in your corner to make that reality feel natural and effortless, rather than a constant, exhausting uphill battle. When you want to take a truly meaningful journey to a place that you've never been, you don't just buy a map and try to navigate the wilderness by yourself. You look for a local guide, a concierge who understands the terrain, knows exactly how you want the journey to feel, and can seamlessly connect you to the right paths and the right people so that you don't waste your precious time or energy getting lost. And that is exactly what we do. You don't have to figure out how to untangle the chaos or build your support ecosystem all by yourself. If you know how you want this summer to feel, but you're realizing that you don't have the right structure, the right mirror, or the right guidance in your day to day to make it stick, let's just take the next natural step together. Click the link in the description below and book a free connection call with me. Think of me simply as your personal guide or a matchmaker for your personal growth. We'll get on a call, look at the summer that you want to design, and figure out the exact style of support or the precise coach within our network that fits into your personality and your life. And if the right fit for you is outside of our walls, I'll gladly point you to them too, because finding your fit is the only thing that matters. Let's step out of the chaos this week. Book your call, take a breath, and let's design a summer that actually belongs to you. Most of all, always remember that you matter. So please take care. I'll see you next time. Oh, hey, thanks for watching. Since you watched this video, we thought you might really like this video. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe right there for more great videos. Plus, tap that notification bell so that you don't miss any videos at all. Comment your thoughts below and see you next time.